Hey folks, so I haven't seen any reviews of this new Hornady Trickler, so I figured I'd make a short one. I have been looking at getting the Omega Trickler, and it's about $90, or maybe even getting the Auto Trickler for this A&D FX120 scale. But I do most of my reloading on a Dillon, so I thought that this would be pretty nice just for working up loads kind of in a single stage manner, and that way I could hone in on a good load, and then I'd be able to load up a bunch of them real quick with the auto throw on or the powder throw on the Dillon. So I've tried out the auto trickler. I've probably loaded about 50 rounds so far with it. And I'm liking it so far. I'm using hydrogen H335, which is kind of a really small, grainy kind of ball powder, and it seems to work pretty well. It has a low, a high, and a variable setting, and you have to play around with it just to see which setting works out the best for you. But so far, it's working pretty good. I've noticed that I did try it out with some stick powders, and the stick powders you have to play around with the settings a little bit because sometimes it'll want to actually make the stick powders flow backwards towards the hopper instead of out of the tube. So I guess I'll show you a few loads. I'm just using Lee Auto Dipper or Lee Dippers, and I'm making up a load of 335 and some Hornady 55 grain full metal jackets. So I'm just using the low to trickle up. To 25, there we go. I've just been taking anything that's plus or minus 0.02. And that one went a little bit over. I noticed maybe 1 out of every 5 I have to work it a little bit. So there we go, 25. And it will trickle pretty fast. Just to show you how fast it'll trickle this, I'll just trickle one up. You can see it goes pretty quick. And the clear tube kind of gives you an idea how much powder is going to be coming out. I think that it's definitely worthwhile to use the dippers or maybe a powder throw. I've got a Lyman powder throw that I'll probably set up to use with this. That way I can just maybe throw to within a couple tenths and then trickle. There we go, 25. And I've just been taking plus or minus 0.02. These are kind of plinking loads, but I'm thinking that if you get it plus or minus 0.02, I mean, you're doing pretty good. So, yeah, I'm liking it so far. It's 40 bucks, and I got a $40 ship from a place on eBay. So I'm liking it pretty good. I'll let anybody know if it's if it breaks or it starts to act weird or anything. It just runs on 2 AAA batteries, and it seems to be pretty easy to clean out. So I'll keep playing with it and let y'all know how it works.